Another rainy day here in the Pacific Northwest. And once again, it's not raining cats and dogs. It's more like hippopotamuses and rhinoceroses. Definitely not going to go out and vlog and all of that. It's not any fun, let me tell you, when you're trying to hold your camera, hold the umbrella, make sure you don't step any puddles, and getting your legs all wet and your feet all wet and walking around. That's not any fun. So, in lieu of vlogging out today, I think we're gonna do another indoor vlog. Ooh, look at this 10-day weather forecast. Today, rain. Tomorrow, showers. And the next day, showers, and then it changes a little bit to light rain. And then showers, and then showers, and then showers, and so on. Well, hello there. Welcome back to the Ange Endeavor. Another inside vlog. I thought, since we are not going outside, I would take this opportunity to do a little cooking vlog. I've never done one before, so I thought, hey, why not give it a try? So what I had in mind, since I haven't had breakfast yet, is to do a dish that I grew up with. It doesn't even really have a name, so I'm just calling it the fried corn tortilla Mexican scramble, because that's the only thing I could think of, right? And so it's a simple dish, easy to follow, and I thought it would be fun to try that out. So anyways, let's get cooking. So I thought, in addition to showing you, just how I make my dish, that I would show you what I cook in. Over the past 10 years, I've really gotten into cooking on cast iron. And the reason for this is, I used to use Teflon like everybody else. And, it's great for things not sticking to it. But I found out that health-wise, it's not very good for you, especially if you use it over a long period of time. And so, I had a friend who had this really great old cast iron pan, and she was telling me that, she loves using it, and, and if you take good care of it and you oil it and season it, the sticking factor isn't really a thing. And so I was considering getting like a Lodge, but I noticed that they have a lot of, that texture on there, and it takes forever to season it, and things were sticking to it. So my friend was using an old Wagner, probably, from the 30s or 40s or something, because Wagner is a very common cast iron pan, but they went, I think, from the late 1800s to the early 50s. And but then I heard about Griswold, and of course I love the name Griswold, so I started looking into Griswold cast iron pans, and they are well seasoned, and I had read that, the best cast iron are the old cast iron pans, especially during the 20s. They made them really good. Anyways, so I will show you some of my cast iron that I have. Well, here are my 3 Griswold frying pans. Griswold started manufacturing cast iron from the 1880s through 1957. So these ones are varying ages. The small one here, which is a number 5, and they all have different numbers. That's a 6 and that's an 8, and that's how they measured the sizes. So this one is called a Slant Logo, and the Slant Logos came out between 1906 to 1957. And they call it a slant logo because the writing is slanted inside of the cross and circle. And now, this one here is called the small block logo. So there's a small block and a large block, and it just means that, well, first of all, the writing is block light or writing instead of the slant. And so this one's a smaller circle and cross, and then there's one with a much bigger one. And these came out between 1929 and 1957. And so this next one here is actually called a Victor. And the Victors were what Griswold came out with. It was their economy line. So if you were on a lower budget, pretty nice for an economy line pan. Then they came out with those, and those came out like anywhere between the 1880s and 1930s. So that's it for those. The earliest Griswolds, even prior to the 1906, were called Erie. They were still Griswold, but they just would have the word Erie on the back, and those are the earliest ones. So anyways, let's get cooking. All right, so these are our ingredients here. We got jalapeno pepper, onion, and scallion or green onion. And it doesn't matter what kind of onion you use. I love red onions. I also use yellow onions, or white. Jalapeno pepper or serrano, whatever pepper you like. And then corn tortillas. I like to buy organic as much as possible, so you'll often see me, buying organic unless there's absolutely nothing else. Anyways, these are good organic tortillas. And of course, we can't forget the eggs. All right, so we're going to try this my first time, and I don't have a tripod, so this kind of makes it a little bit challenging, so bear with me. So here we go. I just do a couple thin slices of the jalapeno, if you can see that there. And it just depends on what your liking is. I don't like a lot. I like a little bit of kick, but some people like it diabolic. And that's okay. To each his own, to each his own. So I got that. And then I like to thin slice my onion. Just a couple of slices. Because, this dish is just, for yourself. Unless you're going to make a lot. So I don't really chop this up too much, just cut it in half and kind of like that, And then, of course, we can't forget this green onion, because the green onion really makes it. And I cut those up, I don't make them too small and I don't make it too big. All right. So there's that. And then what I do here is I take 2 corn tortillas. And how I do this is I usually do like an egg per corn tortilla. So if I do 3, if I want a bigger dish, then I add an egg. So 3 eggs, 3 corn tortillas, 2 eggs, you get it. So those are the ratios. So I just rip it into small pieces, and they all go into the pan together. All right, so there's that. See how quickly and easy this is? This is why I chose this dish, because it's just quick to prepare. Aftermath. So there you go. So you got the green onions or scallions. You got the corn tortilla, just ripped up, a little bit of jalapeno, and some some red onion, red onion, but any onion will do. And then I have my eggs that I just whipped up here. So So now it's time to put it all into the pan. So in my egg mixture, I'm using real salt, which is, I like to use this a little bit more so than like everyday Morton salt because it's got some minerals in it, you know, and it salts it up quite nice. And then some fresh ground black pepper. I'm also going to put salt and pepper when I'm frying the, you know, these ingredients here. Okay, so I think I'm going to use the medium pan here. I usually cook that in that one the most. And so we'll do that. Okay, so we're waiting. I have about a tablespoon of olive oil. You can use any oil you like. So I think it's about a tablespoon that usually does it. So yeah, it looks like it's ready to go there. And so I have all of these guys here. And I'm going to set this down and put these in, okay? Because I can only use one hand at a time. Okay, they're in there. And you'll want this about, you know, medium to medium-high heat. So I just kind of mix it in there right now. And then, at this point, once I've just mixed it in like that, then I just add the corn tortilla. See what I mean? See where I'm getting at here? It's going to be delicious. Yeah. Just let that cook up for a little bit. Oh yeah. And at this point, you can add a little bit of the salt. Oh, that's not coming out. There we go. And a little bit of pepper. And I'm just putting a little in because I put more into the egg. But, you know, you can just play with it. Okay, it's looking good. So it's been cooking for just a couple of minutes, and you want to get it just to where it's kind of looking a little toasty. And then at this point, I'm going to put in our egg. All right. And then just scramble it in there. Yeah. I tell you, it's really awkward doing it holding this phone. Because I'm reliant on the camera, you know, rather than looking directly at it. It's an interesting process, to say the least. But yeah, you want to wait until that's all cooked in there. It's looking good. Looks good. I think it's time to dig in. Well, I guess we're ready to dig in. And you know what? You can add salsa or hot sauce or even ketchup or any condiment, whatever condiment you like. So I'm going to add a little bit of this yummy salsa. Because you can never have too much salsa in my book. Anyways, so let's dig in. It was fantastic. Well, that was fun. It was kind of a little bit cumbersome trying to do the cooking, and because I think I really just need to get a tripod, you know, to hold this thing up. But in any case, it was fun trying. I hope you enjoyed this vlog as much as I have, and I know I'll be seeing you around soon. Have a fantastic rest of your day. See you later. Bye.
How could I find a cure for chilly winter blues? What a